Hey, Ron.
How you doing, Mark?
Doing well.
How you been?
Good to see you.
You got her.
Yeah.
No, just if anybody hasn't seen this before, it's a lowered minivan floor. They lower this one 10 inches. I hope they get one where they lower it 12 inches.
Just that 2 inches makes a difference, doesn't it?
2 inches to some people is like a whole foot to me.
Yep.
Just for the simple reason you can see out the windows, your head don't hit. I used to be close to 6 foot when I was standing, so that's the idea behind it.
Yeah. So you drive in, and you actually have a seat taken out of there.
Yep, you have the seat out. The other front seat is you can unhook it and
Gotcha.
put it over underneath the driver's seat if a person wants to either ride or drive. It's universal.
Great, and the seat belt is right in there, so you don't even have to.
Yep.
You don't have to strap that in.
I got the seat belt.
And then you have a lockdown right down there.
I got the seat belt, so I don't have to go on the ground to get it. I just kind of got it hanging there.
Gotcha.
And on the bottom is the lockout. It's basically just like it sounds, a lock. I go in and it locks into the wheelchair, so the wheelchair can't move.
Okay.
And when I want to back up, I just push a button, it unlocks it, and hit another button, and the ramp and door open up for me, and away I go.
Sweet.
Pretty self-sufficient. I tried one of them big vans, them big Ford vans that time.
And
night and day difference with these.
Easier driving, easier
everything.
Parking, and
everything. It's down lower. You got more window view. 100 times easier to handle. And like I said, I can do it all myself without help from nobody. That's the main thing. Been in a wheelchair since 1989. I was married a year and a month to be exact. Had a truck accident. The front tire on a sweet corn truck of my own I was driving had blown out one Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and the rest is history. The truck flew and flipped and rolled and broke my neck. C5-6. Could be a lot worse, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was a farmer at the time, 1,500 acres, 800 hogs, 500 cattle. Kept me busy, let's say.
Yeah.
It was. You probably wonder, was it hard to leave?
Yeah.
Hardest thing I ever tried to do. But you finally get over it after a while. Leaving the farming life. The rest of it all comes with time, but just leaving the farming life and having to have to rely on so many other people all the time. That's one of the main reasons why I got this pontoon, so I wouldn't have to be helped carried in or whatever, and I like the water to begin with. Other than that, that's about it. How about yourself?
That's a good question. Probably the inaccessible areas.
Oh yeah.
I always seem to want to go to the places that aren't accessible. I usually adapt.
Oh yeah, you're a para, so that helps you out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Versus me being a quad.
Yeah, but it looks like you set your car up that it's, your van works, your house works. I suspect your house.
Most of it's common sense.
Yes.
Small things you can do, just instead of thinking about it, just do it.
Sometimes solutions are just sitting and looking at them. And
It's
trying to figure
absolutely
it out.
right. Like, for example, this. And then all it is two hose clamps. It's the end of a garden weasel.
Yeah, that's what it says right on there.
Yeah, that's all it is. When you buy one of these garden weasels, they give you a handheld one. I started thinking one day, I said, that just might do the trick. So I put a couple of hose clamps on it and put some duct tape around it, and here we are. Just makes it 100% easier to do. Okay, now you've seen everything go good. I'm going to tell you when things don't go good. For instance, I had some buddies up this past 4th of July holiday. They had a dog. I'm watching my kids swim. The dog's on a leash. Now, if you can visualize this, I moved ahead where I thought the dog was at the end of its leash. It was like a 30-foot long leash. Well, the dog did hit the end of the leash, but as it was doing it, it swung in front of me, made a U-turn, wrapped right around me. Its leash bounced up my knee. up my chest, caught me just like this, and he kept right on going. I'm doing everything I got to keep that dog from going any farther. Luckily, the dog finally stopped, but as you can probably see on my neck what happened. I got a vicious rope burn out of the deal.
Yeah.
So that's just, everything looks good, but that's just one of the things that it's not such a freak of nature. Number one, I could have fell out of the chair and been sitting there. Number two, it could have been worse yet. That dog would have kept on going, who knows what could happen, but that's just one of the freak things you got to just, it's called life in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Put a cigarette lighter in my wheelchair, now I never have to worry about the cell phone going dead. I got it with me all the time.
It's right underneath there.
Yeah, it's right underneath there and it works slicker than you know what. It's just something simple. It's just something simple you can do, but a lot of people just don't think of it. It just happened to come to me one day.
Wow, that's amazing.
But I mean, it's something so simple that, and I don't know, if with the cell phones out there nowadays, I would suggest anybody in a wheelchair to have a cell phone. I mean, it's just, because you will get stranded someplace where you can't get out of. And that's that one time will pay for it the rest of your life.